we're back with Unforgettable Conversations. Today, we have the Four Horsemen. I think it's like our fourth horseman.
What the heck are you doing, Tim?
Do it, Danny. Start it out.
Go on.
I got you. I'll do the...
Wait, it has to be... Explain what you guys are doing in the first place, because people won't understand what you're doing.
I don't know where... I don't know where you're at.
It's a lullaby.
He's got peanut butter in his teeth.
Oh, it's Bruno Mars.
It's Bruno Mars.
Ready?
It sounds nothing like it's supposed
I need to
to.
listen to the song again.
Okay. All right. We got the song right here.
You think it's
Don't play it though.
Oh,
Oh.
Play it in Danny's ear so he could do it. Just play it in Danny's ear. Don't get close to the mic though. There we go.
It's angelic.
What is it, Danny? Actually, Tim, tell us what is he singing?
That's Interstellar.
Interstellar, right there. Spin it.
he's talking.
You can
That's
see it right there.
impossible.
Spin it.
No, it's necessary.
It's space.
I need someone to go.
Tim.
Just stop.
Just repeat that. And somebody go.
Joe, go.
And somebody go.
Oh my
All right,
goodness.
Jarvis.
All right. Well, that was a good intro for
I think that's gonna
Interstellar.
I think that's gonna get.
That might get kicked.
copyrighted.
Yeah.
We were pretty.
If anything, that was better
Spot
than
on.
Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
spot
That was
on.
That should have been the-
acapellic, right?
Yeah.
That was acapellic. Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna get a cease and desist letter later on, though.
I'm gonna get sued. The podcast is gonna get sued. All right. So, for the fans that don't know what we're doing today, we're actually going to be.
We're going to the moon.
We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon.
We're taking.
Alex is wearing the NASA shirt or jacket, and we're gonna beat Artemis to the moon because
Yeah.
they failed us because they did not go to the moon. They just went around it.
Just went around.
And what they should have done is parked themselves on the moon and then headed to Mars afterwards.
I do think it's crazy that they just simply they had all this buildup and all this money just to fly around the moon. When did we land in the moon? Like in the 60s?
1960...
69.
69.
Like we
June
apparently
20th.
apparently landed on the moon,
At this dates.
and yeah, we were the first ones. But like 60, almost 70 years later, we can't do that.
And think about it like this. We did a lot of other missions before Apollo 11. So Apollo 11, we actually landed, but
He's
there was...
saying it's fake, though.
I think.
I'm just saying.
I think it's fake.
I think we landed on the moon.
Raise your
I'm
hand
just
if you
like-
think we faked the the moon
landing?
landing.
No, I think we landed on the moon.
Okay,
My question is,
I'm skeptical.
I'm skeptical too.
I think we did. My question is, how 60, 70 years later is it like this big grandiose event that 3 or 4 astronauts just simply flew around the moon?
So that is definitely the question, and we're going to dive into it. But before we get started...
First, Interstellar.
No. Okay, so I had someone ask me this, and I was gonna ask you guys because I was like, that actually is a really good question for our segment, the Four Horsemen. So someone asked me, they said, if you guys are the Four Horsemen, which horsemen are you of the apocalypse?
Oh,
So I was like,
didn't even
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know which horsemen we are.
there's plague.
Because there's 4
death.
different horsemen, and they said like, so which one's who's who? So we need to figure that out before we even continue.
Hold on. The Four Horsemen of the apocalypse. I can't speak
Dude,
today.
you can't even see my eyes on this.
All right, the Four
You
Horsemen of the apocalypse are symbolic figures from the book of Revelation. So we got conquest, which is a white horse, war, the red horse, famine, the black horse, and death, the pale horse.
So who's who?
Is it pale?
Yeah.
I call
It
white.
just says pale.
I call white.
No,
call it
it's not by the
No, you're
color.
black.
We
I
have to
called
go
it.
by
You use the N word too many times.
war,
You're black.
famine, or death.
I guess
I'll
I'm
take
playing.
death.
Tim's
Okay.
the death. He'll be the one
You don't
to
want me
put
to
you
war?
down at the end.
No, I'll take death.
Which one's death? What color is it?
Pale.
Pale. He's pale.
Or I'll be
I'm
the
the
white
darkest
one.
one.
I'll
Okay,
be
yeah,
white.
that's
I wanna
true.
do
I call
war.
conquer.
I call war.
I call the white one.
I call
wasn't-
conquer.
He was in the military.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And I
so
like red.
War.
Black? No, pale.
He's pale. I'm red.
Red.
War. And then famine is black and conquest is white. So you guys have to hash
Famine
it
is
out.
black.
Yeah, famine is black.
All right. We'll let them decide. We
All right,
can't
yeah.
decide
You guys choose who.
who's black and who's white.
I'll take conquest.
Conquest. White horse.
I'm
What's
famine.
left?
You're famine.
The suckiest horse.
What are you talking about? You can use the N word.
What? That's crazy.
And he's like,
I
nice.
think it's gonna get kicked back if we do.
No. The N word is
It's allowed
never.
on YouTube.
But yeah,
Never say never.
never say never. Conquest.
Justin
white.
Bieber. You're a big fan.
I definitely use
You
a
are
different name.
death.
I will
Pale.
never say never, even though he said
Why
it
do
twice.
Why do the colors matter?
All my
Let me see.
in Paris.
So pale technically is green, right? I saw a picture of it. I was gonna show you
What?
guys.
Paleo.
Yeah,
You might be right.
I am right. Watch. Check it out.
No.
Can I see what my horse looks like?
Yeah, hold on. No, you're not green. You're pale. That's
Look
it.
at that. That's pale. That's like a
It's
green.
a cool picture.
That is a cool
Unbelievable.
picture.
Let me see. Which one?
Yeah, I'll send it to all you guys right now in the
Is
group
this
chat.
fitting?
That
famine.
one's famine.
That's the black
That's
horse.
pale,
that's
dude. You're like brown.
No, look at this picture. This
War.
picture's better.
Conquest and
Show
then
'em.
war. No, this is
That one's sick.
Oh,
I
I
should
saw that
put this
one.
on
Yeah,
the podcast. I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on.
On the podcast? What? Oh, on the
I
the
like
thing?
the war. Danny, yours is pretty cool.
You do know
too.
I can just add the picture later on during editing.
That does look
Oh,
cool.
that actually does look cool.
And you know what? The lighting looks great.
I'll click on it. Yeah.
Like as the intro.
Yeah. Here, I'll send it to you guys.
Okay,
That way you guys
so
can have it.
the white one, conquest, war, death looks white. Oh, we said
Danny, look
it's
at your
pale,
phone.
right? And then your famine, that one.
Look at the picture I sent you.
I like war.
So Tim is that one.
The same Bikram.
That's Tim,
That's
the pale
Tim.
one. Then
No,
Danny's got some type of weird
It's famine.
rubber
black.
band.
He's black.
thingy. He's black.
It's a
You've got the
slingshot.
sword, and you have red
They
hair.
got a slingshot.
And then I have a bow,
Conquest.
conquest, and I'm on a horse.
That's cool. I like it.
That is
guys.
cool. I like
okay,
it.
the Four Horsemen of
Okay,
the
but
apocalypse.
how is that related to what we're wearing?
So, well, doesn't really matter what we're wearing.
No, there was-
but
it's just a question.
It's
A
connected to us
Bromigo
because,
had.
technically speaking, if we're the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, we're going through all these conspiracies, trying to figure out if the world is flat, 9/11 actually happened, all these conspiracies that go with it, including today's segment, which is chosen by the one and only Skipper himself. Alex, tell us what we're deciding.
What the topic for
the
today,
topic
the
is.
hoax or the conspiracy? The conspiracy that we're going to talk about today was the Apollo 11 moon landing faked or was it real? Dun, dun, dun.
Did we ever land on the moon?
Did Americans land on the moon?
Which
You know-
it is crazy because Tim did say that 1969, we landed Apollo 11 on the moon. And then at that point, we never went back until 2026.
Well,
Or
apparently,
even then, we didn't really go back. We just went around.
apparently we have been on the moon 9 times.
Who said that?
Look it up.
So what he's talking
You're
about.
the one that's saying it. Look it up.
What apparently okay, so let me give you guys some history. All right, Apollo 11 was the NASA space flight that first landed humans on the moon on July 20th 1969. 8
to
years
hear.
before that, 1961, John F. Kennedy was president, right? And he had this initiative. He said, we're gonna beat the Soviet Union, the other great power in the world at that time,
Sputnik.
to get to space, right? And so that started the space race, right? So it was the Soviet Union versus the U.S.
It's a Cold War.
And it was during the Cold War. That was one of the big things that they had during that time. So 7-8 years later was the moon landing. But Apollo 11 was the first time humans had landed in space, in the moon. But prior to that, there were still other missions. There was Apollo 1, Apollo 3, Apollo 4, 6 and 7.
8.
And then there's 8. And then there was, I think, even a 10, 11. And then afterwards, there was still till 17th. 17th was the last time that humans were on the moon. Between Apollo 11 to the Apollo 17th, there were still like 6 or 5 lunar missions that landed humans on the moon to do other experiments, to take rovers, the little cars that drive on the moon, and to do like other like things that they wanted to conduct, other tests and experiments.
So it was from 1969 till what time was the Apollo 17? 72? Okay.
You know what? Maybe the reason they never went back in the past 60 years is because they got everything they needed. I mean, it's the moon. There's not much on it.
Yeah.
It's the same dirt and rocks everywhere.
Yeah. It's like
What
Puerto
other
Rico.
experiments could they be doing? So if they did land there, which I think we landed, I'm not going to say that we didn't land there because, I mean,
What about all the sketchy stuff that happened afterwards?
Look,
I don't really know all the sketchy stuff, but I do know
I can
that
tell you
there
some of
was
the sketchy stuff.
there was a movie.
Transformers.
There was a
Dark Side of the
movie
Moon?
Dark Side of the Moon.
that happened, and it kind of showed like the alternative of like Hollywood helping the government make like this scene that we landed on the moon. I don't know if you guys saw it.
So this is what you're talking about. What ended up happening is that they did a live feed of them actually landing on the moon and coming back. And supposedly what ended up happening is that recording, they recorded it to like one of the bases, and then somehow they lost the footage. That they first put it in storage, and then the footage got lost. So once the footage got lost, everyone was trying to figure out like what happened to it, and they're like, "Oh, well, we don't know what happened to it. It pretty much disappeared." All the way until 2006, where in 2006 they actually refound some of the footage, but they had to edit it so that it was more like visible. So a lot of people saw this footage that we are used to seeing. Like if you go on YouTube and you type in moon landing 1969, it'll look edited. And it's because it is edited because they said that, oh, we've only got parts of the footage that was lost. And that's what we're seeing. So you have this massive video of just edited things that seem fake because it's like, well, they did edit a lot of it because they claim that they lost the majority of it.
a lot of the footage.
I could be wrong. I think we landed on the moon. I think that we never went back in the past 60 years because there's nothing else to get. It's the moon, rocks, dust.
Nothing.
It's the same, like
no natural resources.
Yeah,
no way for humans to thrive over there.
A lot of
like-
money spent going
To
over there in
get there.
the first place.
And then that's what I was getting to is like, why are we going to spend billions of dollars trying to get humans to land back on the moon for what gain? They already have all the materials that the moon is made of. They can put rovers up there that probably have just as much technology. Like, what do they do?
And you're losing money on those rovers because those were probably expensive rovers, and you just have to leave them back.
And so
Millions of dollars.
what specifically do humans need to be on the moon for more experiments to be done?
Right. So like you're saying like what's the reason, right? The only reason that the U.S. and the Soviet Union were trying to get to space was just bragging
Pride.
rights.
Yeah.
Bragging
Yeah.
rights, like, oh, we get to go
We
to
got there
space and
first.
we got to go to the moon first. Yeah. And so
It's like
obviously-
kissing a girl. I kissed her first.
But did
Yeah.
you like it?
I planted my.
Oh, it doesn't matter if you liked it.
I planted my
It's who-
flag, my pole in there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then multiple men came after.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely. Sputnik, the
Yeah.
Russians.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were still talking about the girl. But
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Oh, that too.
so yeah.
So here's the rest of the sketchy stuff. We were talking about this earlier about the
Yeah.
the pilots.
Yeah, the pilots.
That actually one of them was claiming that they recorded all this footage in a studio, and he was going to expose it. And in the process of wanting to expose it, he ended up dying during a test. And it wasn't just him, right, Alex? It was
It was two other astronauts
two
or
other
pilots
astronauts died.
in the capsule. They were doing a test. It was Apollo.
The third.
Yeah, Apollo 3. They were, doing safety checks. They were doing like mock launches or whatever, but they were in the space capsule on the ship. and what had happened was there was an incident that there was a fire that had started right beneath
Underneath their seats.
underneath their seats, and they weren't able to get out in time, or it was hard. They couldn't get out of the capsule. So they said, oh, it was a tragic accident. It was an accident.
Yeah, it was going to be the guy that was going to expose that we've been filming in a studio the landing.
Yeah, so he was one of the advocates saying like, oh, it's all fake. It's all fake. It's all for show.
And he's a pilot. He's an astronaut that's going to go up.
Yeah. So what did they do? They just silenced him that way. They killed him.
It was funny because there was
the fire.
He got in trouble before everything, because he took a picture of like the spaceship and a lemon next to it, because throughout the entire time till Apollo 11, they were having so many issues trying to like even get the ship in the sky, practically up in space. So they were having so many problems that he ended up taking a picture, and it somehow got out to the public. In other words, he put a lemon on the spaceship and saying like a lemon, like the lemon law, where it's like this, like the vehicle doesn't work, kind of like a GIF or a meme or something like that. And he got in trouble because of that. And then later on, he was claiming that he was going to expose everything, and then he ended up dying. So there's that. There's obviously the footage that's been edited since then. The other thing was that I found out was that they are claiming that we wouldn't have been able to go up because the Van Allen radiation field that's right above Earth's atmosphere. So there's radiation, and it's not the non-ionizing, it's ionizing radiation that pretty much is like in a donut shape above the like our atmosphere. So the moment that we would go up there, we would get hit with radiation. Now, what they were claiming is that we haven't been able to go back to the moon because we lost all that technology as well. So we couldn't go back to the moon because the equipment that we used to get through that radiation, after we came back, we kind of dismantled everything. All the factories that were building all the space equipment, they just kind of went back to building cars or building machines or everything else. And we lost that technology, and we weren't able to replicate it. So it's very suspect to be able to say like, oh yeah, we lost all the technology, the footage is edited, and this guy that was claiming that we were doing recordings of it, he died.
Interesting. So you believe that it was done, like there were humans Apollo 11, 1969, correct?
That there was people?
Yeah.
Oh, that they actually landed?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they probably, I would agree with Tim. Like, there's a lot of stuff that can be explained, but there's so much sketchy stuff where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So a lot of the arguments about it being a hoax, like not real, the footprints, right? They don't match the shoe wear or the footwear of the actual astronaut.
Buzz Aldrin?
Correct. So they were saying like, oh, well, in the picture you see like this weird like oval with just I guess horizontal lines, but then you look at their actual footwear. There was a picture of the astronaut getting off the little capsule, and it doesn't match, right? So that's one of the biggest things. Like, oh, how is it that they don't match? Like,
Yeah, because like they even went to the museum to see like the actual suit that Buzz Aldrin, one of the pilots that landed on the moon, was wearing, and you see the soles, and they're all like a different shape or a different like little textures compared to the actual footage, the pictures that they took of his first footsteps on the moon.
Correct.
So it's like,
doesn't match. That's one big point, right? Second point, how is it that they have like perfect images or pictures? There's some like pictures of the first moon landing, right? And like there's some good I guess they're just great pictures, right? High quality pictures. The footage though, like the video, it looks messed up. It looks crappy. It looks old, right? It looks very distorted. And then they
didn't have AI back then.
They didn't have AI, obviously, because China wasn't in the I guess
space race either.
Space race, yeah. But the footage is very like distorted, right? And then what the astronauts are doing, you see them like kind of walking around, and then that goes into gravity, right? So there is gravity in the moon, right? It's just like not as strong as the same gravity that we have on Earth. So if you were to jump here and you jump like what, let's say 4 feet or 3 feet over there in the moon, technically because the gravity is weaker.
Yeah, that's a good hop if you're 4 feet up.
4 feet? That's like, I think Michael Jordan did that.
Yeah. So if you're like Michael Jordan, you jump 4 feet. If he were to go to the moon, Michael Jordan would be able to maybe jump like 6 feet, right?
Okay.
But they're saying like the astronauts that were filmed, they were not even like jumping, like they're like they looked like they were harnessed. You just couldn't see like a string or any harness on them, but it looked like they were like kind of walking and stumbling. But they're saying, oh well, they're not used to the gravity at the moon, or like the terrain was difficult to maneuver by or on. But they were just saying like, then the conspiracy theories are like, nah, that's like fake. You can straight out see like someone's getting like, or someone should have been strapped on something. And then
it just looked like they were just on harnesses, jumping around.
That's how it looked like. Their maneuvers, their gait, or how they were moving around, like they looked like they were harnessed on, with something. So that's another one, the way the astronauts were walking. And then the biggest one that I was like kind of fascinated by was the flag. Right? Have you seen the flag?
Yeah, it
footage?
shouldn't be waving.
It shouldn't be waving, right? It looks like, it was on Earth where there was a gust of wind, or there was like, some kind of just wind, and that caused the flag to move around, right? In the moon, because there's no atmosphere, there's no wind absolutely to be able to like move the flag from side to side. So they're saying like, oh, it obviously was on Earth, not on the moon, because of the waving when they were like fixing the flag.
Right.
But then I saw a counter argument saying like, oh no, it's because they were handling the flag with like a metal pole that was going up and then shot to the side. And then when they had the flag, obviously because they were moving it, the flag itself would move,
Right. What about the stars?
The stars, I know. So you would think, oh, why aren't you seeing stars in the background of the videos or the pictures, right? You don't see any stars. You only see the surface of the moon, astronauts, the lunar rover thing, and then you could see in some pictures the Earth, right? But you absolutely see no stars. Well, they're saying that because if you're on the moon and you're trying to take a picture or do a video, you're just focused on what's in front of you, right? The only like source of light that they had on the moon was the sun. So you would be only able to see what's right in front of you, and all the objects or figures that are in front of you. Like, let's say this is the camera, you got a human here, or like the astronaut, and then something else. You're only able to like capture the light that comes from this space, but you can't see further away. So they were saying, the astronauts were saying like, oh yeah, we could see like stars and we could see everything, but in the pictures you can't see them because the camera's only able to capture the light of what's like right there in front of the camera, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So you're right? What about the stars? Why can't you see them? They were saying the camera wasn't able to capture the light of the stars.
It should have been able to capture the stars, because the only, like you said, the only light pollution, the reason why in certain cities you can't see, if you look at night, look up into the sky, you can't see any of the stars, but you go into the woods,
you can
see everything because of the light pollution. There is no light pollution on the moon. The only thing is the sun. So you should be able to see the stars, but you can't see any of them on the moon.
I do
on the
get
video.
that part though, because if you've ever tried taking a picture of the sky,
you only get, it's black.
It's black, but if you put the contrast all the way down and you focus on the actual stars, then you can see the stars.
But how come they can see details about the Earth, but they can't see the stars?
What do you mean?
Oh, I see.
Because they could see in the background.
Take a of the
like
Earth?
they took a picture, and it's like if I took a picture of Alex, I could see the details of the Earth, but I can't see the stars around it.
Because the Earth is the closest thing, so it's still in proximity, as opposed to stars that are millions of light years away.
Right.
So that's why you wouldn't be able to see it. But the Earth is actually, it's a lot bigger, it's a lot closer. So it would make sense why you'd be able to see the Earth still, but not stars.
Even though you could see it.
Even though you could see, yeah, because your vision, you could see. I mean, if you go outside or at night, you go outside, you can see all the stars. You pull your phone out and you face it up, you can't see any stars. Maybe you could see a couple, but not really. and
Okay.
it's because of the contrast. Lower the contrast, and
That would explain
Focus
some
on
of
that.
it, yeah. But you also have to remember this is all edited footage because they claim that
Yeah.
they lost all of it and they had to go back and like redo all of it. Like they found some footage and then edited it.
no, yeah, I personally don't believe there was a moon landing, or if it was real, because they did so many interviews or tried interviewing all the astronauts, all the people back then, and nobody wanted to swear on the Bible that the moon landing was real.
Yeah, there was a big interview with Buzz Aldrin, the same guy with the boo, and they asked him to swear on the Bible that he went to the moon, and he ended up getting super pissed off with one of the reporters and punched him. And he's like, I'm not doing it, and you're like harassing me, and then boom.
At first he was
punches
okay with it because he didn't believe in the Bible, he didn't believe in that. But then when the reporter told him, I tried interviewing a bunch of other people and they didn't want to swear, like, why are you now? That ticked him off. That, you know, he felt like, oh man, maybe I should be like more defensive, more protective, and yeah.
Well, it says
Yeah,
online
yeah.
here, like with no atmosphere to scatter light, the sky appears pitch black, but it does not mean it is dark or that stars will automatically appear. Other things we're saying the intense brightness, so the lunar surface is highly reflective of the sun's
exactly.
rays, and combined with direct sunlight creates an environment as bright as a sunny day on Earth. Camera exposure settings to avoid washing out the photo with bright white suits and landscapes. Cameras use faster shutter speeds. And then human eye adaptation, just as you can.
I mean,
see
even
stars
looking
on
at
Earth.
like, if you look at the Artemis live feed right now,
You don't see any
can't see any
stars.
stars in there.
You can?
No.
No.
No, you haven't seen any stars on the like live feed. Yeah.
And it's
Actually,
because
but that
it's
does make
focused
sense with-
on whatever's closest to it,
Right.
You know,
It's
and the
giving you a
exposure values
clearer
are-
picture of the moon versus the surrounding
Yeah.
area. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 'cause
Yeah,
of
that
the-
makes
it's
sense
'cause of the
because
exposure. Our eyes can have
adjust.
a wide range of exposure, whereas like lenses will like focus in smaller ranges, and so they'll only be able to see the high range of this value, but as far as like the stars behind it, you have to focus in on that. And then if you're able to see that, now this becomes really dark,
So
and vice versa.
yeah, there you go. See, it's just
Yeah.
black. So then, who went to the moon after us?
Russians?
Russia?
Sputnik? Right?
So-
Sputnik?
Sputnik just went to space. Actually, so the Russians were the first to get
In space.
in space. Yeah.
With
Yeah.
humans.
And with humans, but then America was able to land on the moon, but they were not the first to get to space. That
Okay,
was Russia.
so
I think
who else actually got on the moon?
Who else has been on the moon?
There's been
I think it's just
12 astronauts.
Ooh,
They have
are they all
12
American?
astronauts walked on the moon.
from the U.S. or from other countries?
Let me see.
Because
I know we have a Canadian right now.
my question is,
There's a black guy up there right now.
if they go on the moon,
Yes.
what is their footage like? What are their pictures like? Is it similar to ours? Does it look like they're on a harness?
Can you look that up?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
If other countries went, if it in reality was a hoax or it was all made up, would they
What
be
if we
able to-
did go? It's just we went later.
It says all 6 moon landings were done by just one country, the United States.
I don't know.
So what about
I
other
don't
countries? Soviet Union, they never landed humans on the moon, only robotic missions. China has landed robotic probes like Chang missions, but no human yet. India successful landed robotic missions.
So just
Japan
us.
only achieved robotic lunar landings. Yeah.
So see, okay, but then this goes back to the Van Allen belt.
Yeah.
It's literally radiation.
That's all radiation.
How can you get through it? With tinfoil? How come we didn't use tinfoil again to go send people again? up there?
Technically,
That technology didn't exist back in 1969.
like I'll tell you right now.
Okay, so if it
what
didn't
we
exist
use-
back then, how did we do it?
Oh,
Think about it like this:
people
there was
sacrificed
barely
their life.
It
what was
wouldn't
it?
be tinfoil,
There was
I'll tell you
barely color
Like
TVs,
Chernobyl.
right?
You
Color
expose yourself to
TVs back in the
radiation.
day. Yeah, we had this technology to pass the Van Allen belt of radiation. We made multiple mistakes until Apollo 11, and then we just all of a sudden we just slam dunk. We got him up there.
So, when are they supposed to go on the moon?
in 2 years or
Artemis
2
3
years.
or
Artemis 3.
Yeah.
okay.
So in 2 years, they're supposed to go on the moon.
Yes.
Yeah.
At that point, we will have live video footage, we'll have pictures, we'll have everything. And if it doesn't look exactly the same, then we know
It was a hoax. It was fake.
in 1969, whatever, it was fake.
we have to
and
redo
there's-
this podcast in 2 years.
I know we're gonna have to do a follow up.
And here's the thing: there's no disputing it because you can't say, "Oh, well, the moon's atmosphere changed to where now people walk differently or gravity's different." Right?
No.
It should look the exact same. The flag and everything should be manipulated the same. The way they walk, the way they run, the way they
As
jump.
far as the way they walked, they did try to defend it by saying, well, those spacesuits were different back then. They were a lot more clunkier, and that's why you walked like this, because you really couldn't move.
He's right.
Where now, the spacesuits are more agile.
Well, or they could use that excuse.
But
like,
they could use
now
that
we
as
have
an
better.
excuse.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not
Like, maybe it might be true because if you think about like wearing clothes from like 1960s to compare to now, you walk a lot different too. I mean, it's more comfortable, it's more loose compared to like back in the day. You're wearing a suit or something like that. A lot of people wore suits back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're talking about astronaut suits, which they look bulky, you know, in the 60s, 90s, or 60s and 70s. But we'll see what the suits they're going to be actually using to land on the moon, you know, and we'll compare them to 40 years, 50 years ago, right?
Well, people in the 60s in suits, they still walk the same. They just look a little different.
Yeah.
I mean, you walk a little bit more like upright.
You look at videos.
Okay,
Soldiers
dude,
look the
think about it
same.
like this. Let's have you go walk around in casual clothes, and then we'll put your suit on. You're gonna walk a little bit different. It's gonna be a little bit stiffer. You're gonna be
Right.
more upright. Your posture is gonna be a little bit better.
I get that, but like in terms of gravity, like the way someone's just like
Gravity's a good movie.
Yeah,
Like
but
on
we're
the
also
moon.
talking about quality of material that they're using. Because what if the best thing that they had was, I don't know, the heaviest material?
synthetic nylon.
now they have synthetic nylon, but back then was like copper clothing or something. I don't know,
I
some
get
type
that.
of heavy material. 'Cause think about it, they had those backpacks on too.
Yeah.
So nowadays, maybe the backpacks might be smaller, might be more compact.
yeah.
Think about like computers from like literally what's it, the 90s, like the MacBook back then compared to now.
Oh yeah.
A lot different. I mean, even the materials.
They say the Apple, even just the iPhone 13 was enough smart. How do you,
Like the
there was
technology.
Enough, there was enough
Technology?
The-
intelligent technology in this iPhone 13 to power the computers that went to the moon.
I've heard
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, because there's just like we're so far advanced just based off of like the computer system in our phones that it's practically like the computers that they were using back in the day to
Yeah.
get the astronauts into space.
Why are we wearing these again?
this blocks radiation.
Yeah, blocks radiation. The Van Allen belt.
So when you put aluminum foil in a microwave, you turn it on.
Lights on fire.
But
that's
I
not
know.
like-
You know
what's
what,
the science about that? I know Danny knows.
It's like a Faraday cage, but for your brain, so you won't be mind controlled.
This is reflective. So the microwaves
So
are
they can't control
hitting,
your mind, dude.
and they can't because
They're not going to
we
convince
talked
you.
about it before. When there's something,
See if this reflects.
no, it's the actual radiation. In the microwave, it absorbs it, the water and everything, right?
Yeah.
If you put aluminum in there,
It's gonna reflect it.
It can't absorb the water. It's just going to reflect it and boom, 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 and just
Bounces off.
burn.
I think the whole like tinfoil hat was because of the whole like mind control
Aliens.
aliens thing,
Yeah, probably
where it's
something
like
like that.
a lot of conspiracy.
Aliens.
Let's get into aliens.
Aliens are real.
Yeah,
Oh, that they are.
Yeah, illegal ones or
they come from Mexico and southern parts of
My grandma. No, I'm just kidding.
America. My grandma. Let's start off
I
with
see aliens all the time.
This is fitting. We've got 3 astronauts here and 1 alien.
Yeah.
Wait,
Ooh,
who is it?
you know
Probe
what's
him.
something else that's funny that happened back then that a lot of people use as like part of the hoax?
9/11.
No, 9/11 didn't happen. 1969. So the other
Roswell.
thing, no, it wasn't Roswell. The other thing was the only person.
JFK
Frisbees.
assassination.
maybe later on, but
Big Ben.
I don't think. No, it wasn't that. No, it wasn't. Like, shut up, all three of you guys. Shut up. What ended up happening was they were saying like the only director that could actually fool that many people
Was like
was the same guy that filmed the
Interstellar.
Stephen King.
Space Odyssey.
No,
Stephen Hawking.
he filmed Space Odyssey in
Right, right, right.
2001, but he also filmed The Shining. And in The Shining,
yeah,
some
there's
people say that there's references that he's kind of like
He left
admitting,
behind.
like, "Hey, these are Easter eggs. I actually filmed
And
the-"
Easter just passed too.
Exactly. So the Easter eggs are the kid from the movie was wearing practically your same
He had a
jacket, a little space suit.
Yeah.
The number that is like the
273
famous
or
number,
something
it was
like
like 327 or something like that.
yeah.
That was the unit number inside the film. Was the amount of miles that it takes to go from like here to like the moon or something like that. And then there was
Only
a
300
couple.
You guys never saw Fly Me to the Moon?
No,
No.
it looks great though.
Oh,
Have you seen
yeah.
this one?
No, I didn't watch it, but I know I
Okay.
wanted to watch it.
So essentially, the plot of this movie is Hollywood or the federal government hires some Hollywood directors and actresses to
To-
make a fake moon landing. In case the federal government can't actually make it to the moon, they have a backup
No
plan.
way.
So that came out 2024.
Yeah,
So
I remember.
100%. When we're done with this, you guys have to watch it because it's really
Let's
good.
watch it right now.
Fly Me to the Moon. Who's the main actor in that one?
It's like
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum
And Scarlett Johansson.
Johansson. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know where the first like theory that they were filming the moon landing was from? It was from based off of a movie. So, you guys know who Sean Connery is?
Yeah.
The original like James Bond.
Yeah, the one with the British accent.
Yes, I'll slap a woman.
But better
That's
out
the-
than not.
that's the guy.
I'll slap her.
So Sean
Woman right
Connery
now.
did
Fetch me some milk.
Sean Connery made a film, the James Bond film, and during one of those scenes where he's chasing one of the people, he crashes through a set, and it's the moon landing set, and he actually steals the rover and chases the guy. But it's just like a random little like thing that happened, where that's where it spun off like everything else about the moon landing being filmed. And if you guys ever saw Space Odyssey, the 2001 Space Odyssey,
Was this before or after 9/11?
technically it was before. It's called 2001 Space Odyssey, but I think it was like filmed in like 1980s
80s, 70s.
or something like that. But it's pretty good, and it's very good quality. And you could almost compare it to like the moon landing. It's like the fact that this guy was able to film this. It's like if you were watching. Remember how Avatar came out, and it's like 2010, and like the filming was
Graphics
like
were amazing.
crazy good.
Ahead of its time.
Imagine 2001 Space Odyssey was filmed in like 1980s, and it was the same way. Like how the heck
Time
did this guy
traveler.
time travels?
Time traveler.
Who's a time traveler?
The director.
No, they're saying that he's the one that filmed the landing, the moon landing.
Wait, Tim's going to say something.
Say Tim.
Oh, I was just gonna get back to aliens.
Okay.
I think they're real. However,
Yeah.
the way Hollywood depicts them
It's
looking
not.
like ET, I don't think that's real.
What do you think they look like then?
I don't know. I remember Joe Rogan talking about this on his podcast, and he was like, if you were an alien and you had as much brain power as you could have, think about it. If you were the smartest being, how would you create your body? You'd have probably a massive brain, right? And you wouldn't really need muscles because you've probably already figured out
Technology.
technology, and you've probably already figured out that you can probably telepathically control things, right?
Okay.
So maybe there's some truth behind how Hollywood depicts them, looking all very scrawny with the big head and like crazy eyes. But I don't know. What do you guys think they look like?
I mean, I would
I
say, think about it like this. If you're saying that we're as smart as we are, you know how like there's those indigenous tribes that like they've never even dealt with technology. If you're going to go into like a primitive culture, wouldn't you try to look like them? That's what I would think aliens would look like. They would try to look similar to us so
Right.
that they don't scare us off or
But
They don't get detected or
Yeah.
found out that
What
they're
if
among
they're-
us.
what if they're so far ahead of us that they don't even look at us as like a competition? It's like us looking at an anthill. And it's like we don't try to look like ants. We don't try to like take over their land. We just kind of like dust them off. Like, oh, there's an ant on me. Get off.
But there are some people who have ant farms.
Yes, but my point is like we're not trying to look like ants. We're not trying to
that's true.
go down to their level.
Why do you think they
I get
want
that.
to even come to that? Like, what would make
Entertainment.
you want
They
to go look at ants?
They probably know that we exist and they're like on a different star, different galaxy, and they're kind of just like, oh yeah, those are the humans. Like, who cares?
But there's
So-
been multiple.
maybe-
So you
encounters.
think? Oh, hold on. You think that the aliens that exist are way more advanced than us in technology, health, and all the things that way above us, right? So we're like the primitive ones to them, and we're like the little ants. But they're like, oh, they're the all-knowing, all powerful creatures. What if it's the opposite? What if there's aliens that are like barely starting off? What if they're like little organisms, or what if they're like, I don't know, they're not as smart and capable or the same function as us humans, but we don't have the advanced technology to be able to find them, locate them, make contact with them. Like they're just so like primitive. Like there's no way for us to get a hold of them. You
That's
know,
true. That's a good point. I never thought about that.
What if it's like the same way that like we go to just like Tijuana to just go?
So you're saying Tijuana people are less more primitive?
Maybe
and
they're
less-
like, hey, let's go down to Earth and figure out what's going down
You
there.
know what?
They get
Hold on,
some
hold on.
tacos
Let's
and-
ignore that fact. Let's go back to what Tim was saying. What? Okay,
It's a
now
fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah, dude, you said it.
I like that you said that. Oh, maybe there are the aliens that are like way more advanced, and they see us, and they're like, you know what? Let's not intervene. Let's not communicate with them. Let's. There are little guinea pigs. We're examining them.
Like
Like we know
chihuahuas.
where they're at. There are little chihuahuas.
rats.
But we're not going to interfere because if they know of our existence, they're going to trip out. So best thing to
but-
do is not even get involved in their lives or allow ourselves to be seen by them, or let's not communicate with them. Let's just let them do their own thing. You know, we're keeping our eyes on Earth, but
Here's something to go with that. Do you know when the majority of the sightings of aliens happened?
at night
at night and in
I mean,
farmlands.
like timeline wise,
at 5
then the
p.m.
1990s.
it was after we used the nuclear bombs. So think about it like this: imagine you're seeing these primitive creatures, and all of a sudden,
You're looking at these guinea pigs.
these
in
things
other
are
words.
bombing each other with
All of a
nuclear
sudden, yeah.
bombs.
Little guinea pigs.
You're gonna be like, "What's going on? Like, how the heck did they come up with nuclear bombs so quickly?"
Entertainment, right?
You go down there, and then after that, I think it was like after, what was it, the Trinity bomb was one of the first few bombs that we blasted in Nevada, and after that, there was been sightings like crazy after that time. But before that, nothing.
Or they're attracted to the radiation.
That's why we wear the
But there's more radiation out there
space than here.
than there is here.
Ooh,
I don't think there could be aliens. I know Tim says that he
I think there
thinks
is.
there is, but okay, see it as from the Christian point of view. If God created man to be in His image and created man and woman, only those two genders and sexes, and you think God also created aliens?
would you consider angels aliens?
Would I consider angels aliens? No, they're spiritual beings created by God, and we can't see them.
But then how did
But we have seen them. Angels in the Bible, it
We
says.
have- oh.
how did was it Jacob?
No,
that wrestled?
but what I'm saying is like, you think God created like other beings like on another planet that don't look like us? Don't
I think
act
he
like
created
us.
angels, and maybe people are mistaking angels and sightings of angels for aliens.
Aliens.
Did you see that one NASA revealed? This was actually a couple months ago. They revealed an image of a galaxy super far away, or just an image. The description literally looks like an angel. Like if you were to look up ChatGPT, describe me an angel based off the descriptions in the Bible, it'll be like an eye with like rings around it. NASA revealed an image where it literally looks like kind of creepishly like a
Look it up.
angel.
Angel.
Oh, yeah.
But it could have been. It could have. Some
What were
people
you
could have
gonna say,
mistaken
Tim?
it.
Tim was going to say something. I think.
I know what he's talking about. It's in Ezekiel.
Huh?
In Ezekiel,
Yeah, in Ezekiel.
where it's describing like rings
angel.
with a bunch
Was
of
it
eyes.
but I want to see the
Elijah-
picture
was it-
that NASA
Yeah.
Oh.
showed.
What I was going to say is in the Bible, if God doesn't say something, then it's open
to interpretation. Right.
So, anywhere in the Bible does it say that God says aliens do not exist?
It's true.
He says I
alien-
created humans in my image,
aliens-
whatever, blah blah blah
Wow.
blah. But does he ever say like I never created anything else?
Yeah. No, he doesn't say that he didn't create like
Created a couple different. The Leviathan, the
behemoth?
behemoth. Those are
behemoth.
different creatures that are not human.
Yeah, even like stuff like
The
dinosaurs,
Sasquatch.
where people are like, does it exist? Does it not exist?
Dinosaurs
There's
is funny
bones and
because
stuff.
dinosaurs were
the word was created in the 1800s.
Yeah, in the 1800s. So that's relatively new compared to like what people were describing back in the days.
Back then?
They would call them dragons.
They would call them
Yeah.
unicorns.
And
In the Bible.
In the
yeah,
Bible,
there's
they're
like
unicorns.
there's unicorn. Well, it's not a unicorn.
But-
It's like some
but
type of weird
it's like
Pegasus creature or something like that.
but not a
those are-
horse.
those
are the
it's
three-
like it's a rhino.
Technically, a rhino
sort of thing.
is a unicorn.
It's
That's
a
what-
rhino unicornus is like the actual.
So while-
I understand that. Yes.
Well, I do understand like the Christian perspective, and I agree with it. And I'm like, I see what you mean. Like, if we were the only humans and God only created us. However, I think God also had a lot of downtime. And like, if I was God, I'd also have like all these other little side missions and be like, oh, let's play with aliens over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, what do you mean by
I
aliens?
like to think that God has one, a sense of humor, and two,
Well, he definitely does. He made us.
has a lot of downtime.
We have tinfoil hats, Tim. Like, of course, we have a sense of humor.
And then two, that
Hourglass Nebula.
he also created other things that are kind of just like lost in the galaxy.
Yeah, I would agree.
I don't know.
But yeah, so this is that image.
Oh, that definitely looks like it. Because if you pull up, like someone else pull up the angel,
Yeah.
leave that up.
You've seen that,
Let me
right?
see.
Yeah. I've seen
The,
it.
like Bible AI or whatever. I think it's cool. I'll show my parents that.
Looks like we're close to Earth.
Well,
Danny,
close.
Never been. there,
Show
but
that image again.
Must be nice. But that's a nebula, isn't that a like
A
two
star
star
that
exploding?
explodes.
Yeah.
That
Bro,
reminds me.
that reminds me of the baby from Teletubbies.
That reminds me of Destiny. I miss Destiny.
Oh, Destiny's fun.
Destiny was a fun game.
Technically, that would have been it.
So it's like, come on,
Dude,
right?
That is practically the same thing. I don't know if the Bromigos
Bro,
can
I
see
can show
that.
you a potato and a
Yeah.
bean, and
You
they look the same from
Hold those
different
things up there.
distances.
Potato, tomato.
just explain what I'm showing them.
Okay,
So-
so one of them is.
So
explain-
one of them.
That's
Now
a
we're not going to
nebula.
tell you which one it is. Okay, after. But one of them is described in Ezekiel,
That's Mike Tyson.
or it's a photographic image based
Mike
off
Tyson in the corner.
based off the description that the Bible gives
Discovery.
of an angel. You know, an eye, a giant eye with rings around it. You know, you can find it.
And then the
And
other
the
one.
other one is a nebula.
No. The
in the
first one was
galaxy.
the nebula.
Right. We're not telling them which one's which.
Oh, sorry.
But I mean, essentially, you can see they're both pretty spot on, you know,
No.
looking like each other.
It looks like a
And there's
Yu-Gi-Oh
differences
This is
card.
right there.
And again,
Angel Eye.
You gotta think.
Which is which?
That one's a nebula, right?
Right.
The one on the left is just a description.
Who's
So
left?
it's like there's different,
The other left.
you know.
That's true.
See, that
Going
was
back,
confusing. Look, Bromigos, I think Joel's in the process of getting a TV up there. And
I
we
am.
can just, like,
I am.
throw that image up there.
That'd be
for you
good.
guys.
Yeah, that would be better. Because I already have technically the wiring right here, so I could literally I can hand the phone to someone, or you can connect the connection, and then you can put it up.
Yeah. Or
you
like
should check on
But
Facebook
nonetheless,
Marketplace.
No, I'm gonna buy a new one.
that is the image that NASA saw. And
65
then
inch maybe.
that
I think it's 65.
other image is what ChatGPT or AI creates out of Ezekiel. I think it's like chapter 1 or chapter 10, where he describes what an angel looks like. Looks like a bunch of rings
My question
With
for
wings.
Tim.
Is that
another
the
question.
Sepher or is that
Sephirim.
Sephirim?
Sephirim.
There's Sephiroms and Ophanims.
And that was the Sephirim.
Serafines y los querubines. Spanish.
Well, you were gonna ask him something?
Yeah. Did Jesus die for the salvation of aliens?
It
Wait.
says,
Wait.
The translation could be wrong, but
Wait.
it says for all.
Remember. Yeah, Gentiles.
It says
Gentiles for all.
Aliens.
Not just the
count
chosen.
as
What if
Gentiles.
aliens were Jews? If you say aliens
And
exist.
also, does the
It
Bible
says
not
for all.
say?
for all.
Does the Bible not say that there's going to be horses in heaven?
There is?
No, you,
I don't know.
I think so.
you guys didn't know about
No.
I didn't know about that.
this? You know, there's going to be lions up there.
Lions too?
Oh my gosh, you guys don't know about this?
Someone has to be animal control. Do you think there'll be cops in
You're gonna say Vegas?
no in heaven?
In heaven.
heaven?
Vegas.
No, there's no need. I don't think there will be a need.
There's
Because
no need.
What crimes could you commit in heaven that weren't
Traffic laws,
traffic laws?
stop signs.
No, but
pass a stop
technically,
sign?
once you're in heaven, you're made perfect, and you're there's no need, like there's no pain, no sorrow, no jealousy, no envious thoughts, and all the like everything negative will be basically casted out of your spirit.
Do you think we'll remember each other though? Like I'll be like, "Hey, Tim's here! Like, awesome! You want to come over to my mansion, or should I go to yours?"
I don't think Tim will be up there.
I think we'll remember each other.
I think that would be cool, but I
I
think
hope
there's
so.
a lot
I
of
hope we could
theories
do
where
a
it's saying like
podcast
you're
up
going to be
there.
so happy that it doesn't matter about the people that you lost, so you won't even remember them.
I think
So I'm like,
forget about that.
That's gonna suck.
Forget
Like, what
about,
if?
forget about the happy though. You're gonna be in such awe. You're right there with Jesus. You're just gonna want to be praising him the whole time.
Dude, I want to play video.
But thinking about it right now, like, wouldn't you want to be up there in
Of course,
awe
but
with your loved
that's,
ones?
That's your
Halo.
natural flesh talk.
Halo, Call of Duty.
It's true.
That's
Imagine we
naturally you
play
being
Call
like
of Duty.
Selfish.
I want to play Super
Zombies.
Smash Bros.
GTA 6
Zombies.
better
Dude,
be out.
I
by
sent
the
you guys
time-
the post.
GTA 6. That's
Yeah.
Zombies,
Bro.
old
GTA
school,
6.
If
literally
GTA
like Black
if-
Ops.
Listen,
zombies.
if GTA 6 gets delayed after the rapture, I'm done.
yeah.
I'm done.
Dude, they said that they dumped like $2 billion in that thing.
Yeah.
It should come out
create
this year, though. It had been pushed 3 times. Like, okay, they were saying it's going to come out in 2022 and then 2024, and then they pushed it to 2026 this fall. So hopefully it comes out.
It's been game of the year for the last 3 years. And
And
it
it
You're
hasn't
gonna get it.
come
You're
out.
gonna get it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it.
Oh yeah.
We'll get it.
Didn't they say they're gonna make
Gonna
it
get
into
it?
like some type of like
Are you gonna get it?
metaverse? No,
Bro,
of course not.
just come
Come on,
on.
dude.
I'm an adult. I'm a man. I have a child
What
now.
are you wearing on your
I
head?
have a
Man.
I am a man.
You have to get it.
I don't even
dude.
have a system.
Get one.
Get in the system.
Now that you have
No.
a child, when you do your tax
Taxes?
tax
Dude, it's like
return-
it's gonna be
Tides.
$1,000 for the next PS system.
Well,
Oh, who's gonna pay for it? You gonna pay for it?
you know what's crazy though?
For mine.
The next Xbox is going to be able to play computer games.
oh my god.
It's a lot. It's going to be a lot like a computer.
Like a PC?
Yeah, it's like a PC, but
Get
just
one.
The next
in a
Xbox
console.
or the next PlayStation?
No, the next Xbox.
So it's more you're more inclined to get another
So,
Xbox.
yeah, so
I mean,
'cause
the
the next
Xbox.
PlayStation, like you can only
PlayStation
play
6.
PlayStation games and stuff before. The Xbox, you can play Steam games. You can play like
I heard
Xbox, Microsoft, whatever.
I heard
cool.
PlayStation or Sony is like pissing people off because they're saying that they're gonna sell games for the PlayStation for the next system based off of how often you play games. So if
no.
this guy plays more games than you, they're gonna charge him $70 for a game versus they would charge you $60.
They're not going to do that. They sell the same. But have you noticed the new games are like $70, $60 and it used to be
That's
$40
because
to $50.
they're selling them to you, not to him.
No, I'm
Like
not
if I
talking
were
about general,
if I were to
dude.
get a
But for
PlayStation right
years-
now,
for years,
for me
it was
it'd be
always
like 20.
$60,
It'd be $20 for me.
I mean, it's kind of
inflation
inflation. Like the world's been inflating, and
and
that
the people too.
hasn't,
Ooh, this is random going back to the moon thing, but I also found out that what's the most rarest thing in the universe? Not in the world, in the universe.
9/11.
Like the rarest metal or material.
Material. The rarest material. What would you What would you say it was?
The black what is it
Obsidian,
called?
bedrock,
What is it called?
Marble? I don't know what you're thinking about. What's the
Granite?
rarest material in the universe? Not on Earth. In the
Diamond?
universe.
Iron.
Iron? Obsidian? Is that even a mineral? Is that a color?
Obsidian?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you mix lava and water together.
Isn't that magma?
That's Minecraft.
Yeah, that's my
Oh. It's wood. So
wood.
going back to the 9/11 thing, when they brought rocks from the moon, they gave some of those rocks to, I think, a dignitary in Norwegia or something like that, and they studied that, and they found out
It
that it
was
was just
wood.
petrified wood. So they're like, what the heck? This is not even rocks, like space rocks. This is just petrified wood that you guys gave us, claiming it was rocks directly
Like charcoal?
from.
So you're saying it
moon.
was actually wood in the moon, or it was like, oh, here, let's just lie to him and give him a piece of wood.
It's up to you.
I think it was a lot.
That's a lie. What makes more sense? Do you really
That there
think
was wood
you
in the
really
moon?
think the moon is made out of wood?
Do you think the wood?
It's made out of cheese.
There was that. That was
There's,
that was an
there's,
ongoing
there's
thing.
another
Conspiracy.
That was
conspiracy that
conspiracy that it was
the moon is hollow. They made a movie about it.
Oh yeah,
It's actually pretty good.
hollow.
No, it was like moon landing or something like that, and it's like the moon is all hollow because there's spaceships inside of there.
Yeah.
It's a movie. It's a really good one. You should watch.
You know what though? Going back on aliens, what aliens would look like? Do you know what animal has 3 hearts,
Octopus.
9 brain? Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh,
an
okay.
octopus.
Sorry,
Yeah, it's an octopus.
sorry.
Yeah, right off the bat.
Octopus. They're
Yeah.
the
They
smartest.
don't have an exoskeleton, so they can fit through any hole.
Don't
They can fit through any hole.
don't do that.
I just what?
They, each
Pray
of
for
their
you.
tentacles has a brain of its own. They can
Why
can
would
touch.
You raised your eyebrows.
They can touch. They
I'm just
can feel.
trying to play footsies with you.
all the sensory nerves are in the tentacles, so they can touch, they can feel, they can they can
Change colors.
taste, they
They
can
can-
change colors, they can
Camouflage.
camouflage, they
Fit into
can
any space or something
fit
like
into any
that.
space.
Mm.
They've
They
got
have
ink,
ink.
that comes out of them.
Wait, so
They,
what does that have to do with aliens?
That's the closest thing to an alien that I could think of.
But we've never even seen an alien.
But that's why it's like you think it'd be something like
They're
that.
some of the smartest
They're
beings
super
on
smart, yeah.
on the
Octopuses?
world. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are because
Yeah.
he said their brain is bigger than their body size and
They have
and
9
their-
brains,
and they they have 9 brains.
3 hearts.
What's
hard.
scarier, space or the sea?
Ooh, the sea.
Space.
Sea. I'm more afraid of the ocean than what's up there.
You know, we know more about space than we know about
More
our
about
ocean.
our ocean.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. to me.
That is crazy.
The amount of animals that are down there, how deep it goes,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mariana Trench.
the fact that what is that? That's like 2.5 Empire State Buildings, like down.
Stacked.
It's
That's
insane.
deep.
Actually, I think it's more than that.
Dude, remember that
Maybe it's Burj Khalifa's.
Burj
yeah.
Khalifa is the tallest building in the world.
And
He's
then,
saying
like-
instead of a state empire
And then
building, it's
As
Burj
well,
Khalifa.
Mariana Trench.
there's the Titanic down there, and all of the boats and ships that have sunk or capsized since like Vikings and like the 1800s and all that like sea warfare that was going on. All of those ships sink, and they're all down there.
Imagine how many Spanish ships.
Yeah.
You know what
Or
I
like
wonder?
Colum-
You guys
like
ever heard of
Everyone that was Columbus before Columbus.
You ever heard of Atlantis?
dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's down there.
That's down
Down
there.
there. Where? Bermuda Triangle? That's another messed up spot.
Yeah.
Near the
So, like,
Bahamas.
There's all
Mermaids?
of all these different
Mermaids are
things
real.
Sirens?
that are down there on top.
Sirens
of,
are the scary ones.
What's
No,
that?
They're,
supposedly
they're the ones that like are like
Mermaids.
mermaids, but they sing to you, and then they cause you to go overboard. And what's with your phone?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it's
that's
the
the
signal.
live
It's
feed.
It's
It's
the
the
live
live feed.
feed. It's the signal.
Dang it, dude! Now I wish I would have had that TV because then we could have
Oh,
we could have been
gosh.
watching the live
Yeah, we
feed
could have been
of Artemis.
Why don't you
It'd be
use
a
that
watch
one?
party. We'd be watch party.
That one's for that's a monitor.
Oh, we should do that.
What?
We should watch party the Artemis.
Ooh, you know what?
moon.
we should do that later on. We should.
That's the moon. That's the
Oh
surface of the moon.
dang! There's an ocean. Is that
That's
oil
a-
rig?
That's an
That's
aircraft.
why we
Blackhawk.
went. That's why we went. It's an oil
There's
rig.
already an aircraft.
There's a bunch of Blackhawks on there.
No,
what?
it's a helicopter or is it a Chinook?
I don't know. It's a Blackhawk.
All I know is that there's a bunch of stuff in the ocean that we have no idea what they're doing.
Do you think the Leviathan's in the ocean?
Yes.
Yes.
I believe in that.
I think there's a megalodon shark down there.
I think there's a giant squid.
I honestly,
Down
okay.
there.
There's creatures that are going to appear.
This is another thing.
The kraken, what's it
In
called?
Book of Revelation, it says that the creature will come out of the ocean.
So this is another thing that I was going to tell you guys that was kind of related to the moon landing thing. You guys remember in the Bible where it says like during
In the beginning.
no, the like firmament of the
Jesus.
water. During Noah.
The
So
firmament.
it like there's pretty much think about it like there's it's
Flat
an air
Earth.
bubble
All right.
where
Flat
we're living,
Earth.
and then there was water above
Around,
and
yeah.
below. It says it in the Bible. There's the firmament below and the firmament above us.
Snow globe.
That's why when it
and
flooded, the water.
It flooded. It was all that water. So it rose up, and it was a lot of water because they found fish in Mount Everest.
Yeah.
And so when that happened, this is the crazy part.
You know?
Remember that thing that I was telling you about the Van Allen belt, the radiation? We were exposed to it. So people were saying that in the Bible, timeline wise, after Noah, the age before that was like people were living to like 900.
thousands of years.
Then it started going down and down, and they believe it was because the firmament was protecting them from the Van Allen belt, and then afterwards, now we were being exposed to radiation. In other words, letting our lifespan going from like 900 years down to like 100
80,
or 80
90.
now, or
Well, that's
70
true.
if
And
you're lucky.
That's the thing with ionizing radiation. I shouldn't tell you guys this, but every time you get an X-ray done, you lose a little bit of life.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you lose maybe a day, maybe a couple seconds, maybe a couple minutes.
But it's
So,
time.
so
But
if
it's
we
time.
wouldn't have
You're
messed
losing
up
life.
back in the day, we would have been still in the firmament, and we would have been able to.
Yeah, that's why. Look,
Live longer.
Live longer.
reptiles never stop growing.
That's why a lot of people think that dinosaurs happened because anacondas, what you were about to say, they keep growing. They never die. It's just they die because they either get too big.
What about the baby lizards I see on the walls over there?
And what walls?
You know, on the walls.
Which walls? Your walls? The walls at home?
These walls right here.
Are you seeing them right now? Are they talking to you?
I see lizard
They're
people.
lizard people.
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
Ever
that's
see
yeah.
the other one.
that the elite are being ruled, or like the elite people are like actually lizard people or amphibious people that are like
Illuminati, the Rothschilds,
I
the
think
Freemasons.
They're
That's going to be
all-
another. We're going to definitely do more episodes like this, but there's so many conspiracies, flat Earth theory.
Okay, last question for everyone. If you had the opportunity to travel to another planet that there's life, you know there's life, you don't know what kind of life, you don't know if they're hostile, you don't know if they're going to take over your mind or body or whatever, but would you be down like for a free trip paid by all the governments of the world to go with other people to try to invade them and destroy them and kill them or whatever?
I thought we were just visiting somewhere.
Well, if push comes to shove.
Colonizing another.
If push comes to shove, let's say they're friendly.
So
right?
we're taking guns with us.
Yeah, we're taking weapons just in case. A little knife, but
A little knife. I need
Nah, I'm
like
good.
I need
okay,
a
but you get to go, but you don't get to come back. You have to stay over there because it's going to take you like
nah,
Nah, I'm good.
like to Mars. Like if we were to say, hey,
Okay,
you-
okay, 20 years of your life.
free trip to Mars. We'll give you a house up there. You
Yeah,
have
but-
real
but
estate.
it'll be 20 years.
but you can't come back.
no. You can come back, but 20 years. It'd be
No.
10 years and
Who's going? Are you going?
yeah.
I'll stay.
No, I'm not gonna go.
I'll go. No,
I won't
I wouldn't
go.
go. I wouldn't go.
Okay, what about a 5-year trip? And you get
No,
like
I mean, dude, the fact that they're like half of those ships are blowing up midway is like I'm not trying to risk it.
I know Tim would go 5 years.
Dude, I'm sketch. I get sketchy with roller coasters. I wait until like the 7th day for the fair to make sure that if anybody dies, they die the first few days.
Danny, would you go?
No.
What about 1 year?
1 year what?
It takes a 1 year.
No, because if I get captured by one of them and they choose me to be their test subject, I'm good.
That's true.
I'm not going.
What if they want to reproduce with him?
Yeah,
Exactly.
And he has to reproduce with all the
And they're all
males.
male aliens.
Because the males
Out of
are
all the
ones
males
that-
in the world, Tim's the best specimen that they can have.
Probably it's the mustache.
It's the
They're
most-
trying to
Pass.
replicate it. Yeah,
They're gonna duplicate it.
Somebody
And
else can be a
annihilate it.
pro B.
yeah. And you know that they
Okay,
like to do
well,
butt stuff.
What if they're like friendly, they're cool, but it takes you 5 years, but they're like cool, like we want you guys, like they're saying like we want you guys to come. We're gonna show you our technology. We're gonna give you some cool
100%.
stuff.
If you can guarantee that they're friendly and they're cool,
Yeah.
I'll go.
Okay, 5-year trip.
Yeah.
5 years of your life
Yeah.
in space, go over there, come back.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
10 years is not that long. The 10 years flies by.
Now,
Dude, 10 years. What's 10 years for you right now? How old are you?
Bro, 32. I'll be 42. Nah.
You come back at 42?
Nah.
This
Isabel's
is-
going to kill me.
this is
Well, you're not
assuming-
taking her with you?
Yeah. No.
This is assuming that their technology is better than ours. Not,
Yeah.
Not like going back to the.
No
10,000.
primitive, old school. No. It's like advanced technology.
Yeah, I'm going for sure.
Okay.
I'll go for 20 years.
By
How long do
yourself?
you want me there?
Okay.
By yourself?
No.
You're taking people with you, your family.
Yeah.
So in other words, it's a family trip or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can take your family. You can
Yeah.
take your grandma.
I wouldn't mind it. I mean, like if everyone was going, I wouldn't want to be left behind.
Of course, yeah, you would go. Okay, what if you were the only man,
Like if it was
only
Interstellar,
human?
where this place was burning down and like
You had to
there
go
was no
save the
buenos
Earth.
anymore because of freaking
You had to go find
Danny-
a suitable
Danny's burning
planet.
fuel with his Tesla and the batteries being made.
And
Danny,
he's like-
did you know that for the environment, Teslas are worse than diesel cars?
Hmm?
Teslas are more harmful to the environment, to our atmosphere, than diesel trucks, based
Because
off
of
of
the
the fact
batteries?
that the batteries are being made and they actually create a greenhouse effect.
Well, good. We want greenhouses everywhere.
He's like, the greener, the better. Okay, so did we decide? Tim, what do you believe? Do you believe that we landed on the moon or not?
Yes.
Alex, did we land on the moon or not?
I will say yes, but I wish to know in 2 years what the outcome is of Artemis 3 and Artemis 4 and the next few moon landings and compare it to the 1969 or 1972, whatever, all those years of moon landings. So yes, till proven wrong.
We'll do a follow-up episode then. Danny, did we land on the moon or not?
We haven't yet.
I would say we landed on the moon, but they did a lot of sketchy stuff. I don't know if we landed when they said we landed, but we might have landed in like 1990. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Amen.
There's too much stuff to.
All right. So I know.
More questions. We're left with more questions than answers.
That's
That's
true.
the reality.
That's what it
I
is.
think that's where we're at. We have
More questions.
now we're
than
even more
answers.
doubtful.
That is true.
What's the moon?
What
is
the
Is the moon
Real?
real? Is a
Well,
construct.
Here, is this the first time we ever seen the dark side of the moon?
No one's ever been on the dark side of the moon.
No, not
We can't even.
not landing on it. But
But
I'm
see
saying
it.
we saw the dark side of the moon.
Not really, because it's dark.
No, also
No, but we saw it.
1969.
Oh, like they went to the dark side of the moon?
No,
They went around it.
They went around
literally
it.
went
and they
around
took
it. There was
pictures.
literally a solar eclipse where the
But
moon.
if it's the dark side of the moon, can you not see anything
yeah,
because
you
it's dark?
you can see
If,
it.
Oh, you can
if
still
the
see
sun,
details?
If the sun is
The
behind,
sun's behind it.
and then the moon, and then Earth. Obviously, we've never seen the dark side or the backside. But now that the little Artemis ship went behind it, and there was sunlight behind them,
Like we saw craters that we've never seen before.
Oh,
Because we saw
the
the dark
moon
side of the
moved
moon.
around, and then like that dark side is now visible.
What?
That's what you're
No.
saying, right?
No,
Does the moon not rotate and the sun cover it all, or is the dark side of the moon
the dark
literally
side of
just
the
dark?
moon.
Let me see.
So it's always been dark. Like the sun never
it's
touches
always
it.
dark because it
Oh.
rotates with the Earth. So it's that face is always facing the Earth.
So if
Oh.
look, so you see this Coke symbol?
Mhm.
This is the moon. This is Earth. As Earth is going around, the moon
Yeah.
stays facing,
And the sun's
same
over
side of the
here.
moon. Yeah.
So it never gets. Oh,
that's why
it never gets any
sometimes-
sunlight.
no, it does get sunlight.
What? See,
The
that's what I
dark
was
side of the
questioning.
moon.
At some point,
Yeah,
I guess,
it
we
gets
can't see
sunlight,
it.
but we can't see it. It'll be that's why we'll get lunar eclipses, solar eclipses.
Oh, okay. So
But-
most of the time, it's probably cold.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there is sunlight that hits it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just don't see it because of like it's the gravity
But
of
we've never
Earth
seen it.
has had the moon
Until
face us.
I don't know if Artemis is the first one that we were able to. Cause yeah, but yeah.
I
they
think
took
one
pictures
of the
and stuff.
Apollo missions.
Quick question: Do you
Apollo
guys
movies.
know why they called it Artemis? You guys know your Greek mythology?
Greek mythology, Artemis is a
Apollo was
Wasn't
the
a goddess.
The Apollo was the Roman
You know?
god of.
Was it a demigod?
No.
that
Do you
it?
know? Do you know why?
Artemis?
Do you know why they call it Artemis?
I think so.
Artemis is the twin sister of Apollo.
Oh.
Oh. What's that?
What is the blue stuff?
No, it's just
The
infrared.
ocean.
No, it's depth,
Depth.
depth,
Depth?
depth.
Not deaf.
No,
With an F or a PH?
you know how like there's highs and lows. It's
Depth.
depth,
Depth.
Depth.
depth,
Hold on. Say it.
depth,
No.
There's no F. Depth.
depth,
PH.
depth.
E-P-H.
PHTE.
No.
P-T-H. P-T-H.
So that's
Depth.
just showing the.
Depth.
It's death.
That's just showing.
Depth. Who's death?
Apparently the moon's actually more brownish than white, you know?
I thought it was gray.
Yeah, it looks great.
Well, apparently,
Brown.
according to that,
From the fake
'cause
photos that I
been,
saw.
I've been looking at the live stream like a couple days, and like they'll describe, yeah, the moon actually looks a little bit brownish.
Because it's dirty.
I don't know, a lot of moon dust. I guess nobody was.
So
sleeping.
what's the blue mean?
the blue?
Yeah, the blue
He's
that he
saying
said.
it's depth.
Oh, he's saying it's depth. Well, I want to hear what he
I have no idea.
It is, isn't it?
No.
depth.
That makes sense.
Don't use the F.
Depth.
It could be. I mean, you think of like
Depth.
as the sun hits the horizon
Depth.
of the Earth,
Mhm.
like you see a sunset, the sky gets red.
Mm.
So maybe like in the very very morning, it starts getting blue.
Oh, okay. So it's just maybe like there's moisture.
I don't know. I just said that.
Okay.
For no
Okay. So for the next episode, Tim already gave us a conspiracy. Alex gave us one. I started off technically with 9/11. So now you get to choose the next one, Danny.
I want to do 9/11 again. No,
I want to do 912.
9/12. 2012. The Mayans.
You want to do that one, or do you want to do? I mean, you got time to
You know,
change
you
it.
remember
What about
the Mayan calendar?
JFK,
Oh, the
People's
Mayan
Head?
calendar.
Theory,
Oh, you know what? Simpsons would be a
dinosaurs.
good one.
What about the
Simpsons
pyramids?
would be
lizard
good.
people.
What about the
Oh,
pyramids?
The pyramids. That's a great
Pyramids.
one. Yeah, the
Ooh.
wonders.
The
Wonders of the
Greek
world.
or the
I might
Egyptian,
have to do
Egyptian
that.
pyramids.
It's yours.
Or you know what? The Shroud of Turin. You know about that?
Well,
Or
there's a
Turin?
conspiracy.
Is that Harry Potter? Is
That's
that?
that's the shroud that
No.
Jesus was in.
Gee, yeah.
Oh,
And so the
yeah, yeah.
radiation of his glory
Yeah.
stained the shroud, and so that's how people are able to depict what
But
Jesus
isn't
looked
that
like.
fake?
Yeah. No.
No.
It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shroud.
If you believe, if you have faith,
Yeah.
You of little faith.
ye of little faith.
Ye of mustard
Ye,
seed.
ye of not depth faith.
Not that.
There was I saw a little video and they were saying that
That actually would be a good one.
you could see.
It's not really a conspiracy, but we could do it.
Shroud of Turin.
You
Yeah.
could see like where
The holes.
the holes were.
Yeah,
I think, or
you
something
could
like-
see the
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
blood or whatever of the yeah.
Dang, that's kind of crazy
wild.
to think it was like a flash of radiation. Radiation kind of emitted itself
Yeah.
onto the shroud.
Yeah, because of like the glory. It's wild.
I'm down to do that.
You could pick.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you could pick whatever. We could definitely do that. And
Pyramids. Pyramids.
Pyramids, yeah,
Pyramids.
I might do pyramids.
I mean, we could go through. I mean, we could keep doing it. That's what the whole segment is. Like, we could just go through all the stuff. Lizard people,
It could be
Illuminati.
what's in the North Pole? What's in Antarctica?
Ooh,
Illuminati, Epstein. I could talk about all that.
Oh, Epstein. What was the other one?
Would we get in trouble for Epstein?
No,
Oh, okay.
only if we show our membership cards.
So it says scientific, forensic,
stopped
and
paying in
historical
1998.
evidence strongly suggests the Shroud of Turin is a medieval creation rather than the first century burial cloth of Jesus. Radiocarbon dating in 1988, 3 independent laboratories dated the shroud to roughly 1260 to 1390 AD.
Where are you getting your information from? Google?
Google.
Yeah, no.
Not even
Google
Google.
leans left.
Not even just Google, but it's AI.
AI Google. Gemini? Gemini leans left.
Mm-hmm.
Gemini, they're not Christian. They're atheist.
Did you know that going back to the
Shroud?
what was it? No, you're talking
AI.
about the whole generations and like how we used to live
Oh,
longer
yeah.
and all that. So when Adam was born, he was still alive when Noah was born.
Yeah. That's
and
the
when
trippy
Noah
part.
was born or alive, he was still alive when I think
David.
it was Jacob.
It was
Jacob
like,
or Shem. Shem, I think Jacob's father.
There was
So-
like Methuselah, which was the grandfather of
yeah,
like
yeah.
Noah. Also, so it's crazy to think
But
that
it's
I think was it Noah could have spoken to Adam
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Noah.
because they were around
Noah
the
definitely.
same. They were
but
still alive.
They probably didn't.
Why
No,
wouldn't
they
they?
probably did.
They
Because
probably
the
did.
world had already overpopulated, and there was different
Overpopulated.
What
We
the
have
heck?
you have like
You have the timeline.
the whole everybody.
But population kept on growing, and then different nations, different country, different.
It's like saying
peoples.
that you wouldn't have talked to your great granddad.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't.
You probably would because
Probably
there
would.
was tribes back then.
Yeah.
It's not like you're gonna be like, hey, I'm moving to Texas. Like,
I would.
The hat's a little too tight.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the headphones.
No, yeah,
I
but,
actually-
but that's why it's like it's crazy how there's that one thing where it's like there's probably a lot of inconsistent things in the Bible, but it's like technically it's like just like three people that many. Like I met you, you met Tim, and it's like all the information I'm getting from you is the information that you got from Tim, and Tim's Adam, you're Noah, I'm Jacob or whatever. It's crazy.
We need to
It's
dive
crazy.
more into
The
the Bible,
actual it's kind of wild.
the timeline.
Timeline's crazy.
That would be a good one too. Well, whatever you decide we could do, we got
The flood.
the flood,
Flood would be crazy.
the Nephilim, because it's connected to the flood
Well, they even say the ark is on
in Turkey
in Turkey.
and mountains of
On a
Iraq.
mountain. Mm-hmm.
Iraq, and one of the cities that was there was named after Noah.
Oh,
So, yeah. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and end this episode. And Danny, you have the rights for the next episode to be chosen by your
hello.
very own
Yeah, special guest.
conspiracy.
Special guest. Special guest.
They hit the Pentagon.
The second tower fell. All right, let's the third one. Actually, there was a third one.
They did hit the Pentagon.
Building
didn't they?
7.
Wait, was it
We
that
talked
number?
about it. All right, I'm gonna need this.
I just had a missile.
Bye, everybody.